Alright guys, so finally got the shop. Sorry I've been a little lost, but we're up and running right now. Shop is in, got a few bikes in here. Finishing this one up, this is for one of my boys' dads. Super clean build, simple, but it's gonna move nice. It's a nice little mover. He just wants to drive around and wheelie and stuff like that. So we'll build him a nice little bike. We got some shear pipes, little stock cylinder, Chinese stock cylinder. This one has a 4mm with a 64mm piston, some nice 35mm carbs. Everything else is nice and stock. Stock swing arm, all new bushings. Everything's nice and new, brand new radiator. Got a nice little bike here. He did a very, very good job in getting me all the parts. I helped him out with a few other things, but this is for a good friend of mine. It's a nice clean bike. So he should be very happy. Should be firing up either today or tomorrow. I just need him to bring me a harness because the harness he had, it's a little fucked up. They cut this off. I don't know. Oh, I'm trying to focus in here. They cut this off though. These 4 little wires, they cut it off. I'm missing this plug right here for the CDI. Other than that, it's pretty much ready to get fired up. He wants me to put on plastics and headlights and stuff like that. I'll do that at the end since that's very basic little things. So yeah, this is the bike right here. It's a nice little bike. You should be super happy. Now we have another one here, another little 4mm, but this is more for racing. This one's gonna be a nice one. Right now we're missing the tie rods on this one. The tie rods were the factory ones. I need to cut them because this is a -2+2. So I need to cut 1 inch from each side, equaling 2 inches, so I could mount them on. So I need to do that on both sides. And everything else is pretty much ready to go. I already got the sleeve and everything done for this, so there's no play. Everything else is ready to go. He cleaned up his shear pipes. Super nice job that he did. I encouraged them because I really don't like to build anything dirty. So he did all this. This is gonna be a nice little, Miami trail bike. But it's gonna move real good. And you guys know this one. This is my personal drag bike. It's a stock cylinder. And you have the other red bike there, the famous one, the one that's got all the views on Instagram. So yeah. Got the shop working. I'm gonna go pick up a sandblaster. I'm gonna put it right back there under that shelf. I'm gonna get a sandblaster. I'm gonna get a parts washer just to make sure every time I do something I could just clean everything up nice and clean before putting it together. I'm very picky when it comes to that. And this is the motor for the 4mm that's going into that bike. This is the motor right here. It's finally done. We got the squish in. Everything's nice and good. It's just a little 4mm, proven performance 4mm. So this is gonna be a nasty one when I tell you it's gonna be for racing. This is a full drag port. Everything's in it. Really can't go anywhere else. Hit every single angle as hard as I could. We did very, very good scavenging on the ports. We opened up the transfers heavily. Make sure that all the flow's in there. Has a nice exhaust. Everything's good. It's got a lock-up clutch, little 4mm. He did a lot of stuff that I told him to do that, pumps up the motor. So we're gonna be very, very good on this one. This one's gonna move very, very nice. And these are his carburetors. I gotta set them up. I get these off a snowmobile. Yeah, these run a pump, but I take everything out internally to make it run a pump, and we run them on gas with gravity fed. Same thing I did with the red bike. Red bike had carbs off of a snowmobile. I'll take the seat off so you guys can see. So we had these carbs off of a snowmobile. Same thing, you can see where the fuel comes in right here. Right there is where the fuel comes in. It's a little hard to see. Well, you can see it on this side better. The fuel comes in right through here. When they're pointing down like this, it's for gravity. When they're pointing up at an angle, it's without a pump. So yeah, got everything working on this one on a pump, without a pump, sorry. And as you guys have seen it before on Instagram, she moves. And this is just my trail bike. Hopefully I could get the transmission done on it, because the transmission's been giving issue. This is one I did, well, 4 years ago, but I hand cut the drum. I don't do that anymore because I was going through shift forks like crazy. So what we do now is we get them cut CNC'd, so that way they last forever. This bike has one done CNC. This is a 1 through 5 full CNC'd, and every time I drain the oil, there's not even a spectacle of metal, so it runs perfect. Never had to take anything apart on the transmission on this bike, and either on the crank or anything, just had to redo the top end once, and I haven't had to do it again since I've been learning how to use this fuel. But this is coming out good. This is almost done. That's got to get taken apart. This one's ready to fire up. We'll be back soon with more little beasts that are coming in. All right, guys. Remember, follow me on Instagram, proven.performance19, or proven_performance19. Follow my Instagram page, subscribe, everything.